Some sayings and superstitions sound like harmless old wives' tales, but what's fascinating is how many of them have deep historical roots, with stories that reach back centuries. Today, we uncover 10 sayings we still use today, and the surprising origins behind them. Number 1. Don't open an umbrella indoors. Most people think it's just a silly superstition, but its origins go back to ancient Egypt. Umbrellas were seen as symbols of the sun god, and opening one indoors, away from the sun, was considered an insult to the deity, bringing bad luck. The superstition spread into Victorian England, where umbrellas indoors were thought to invite misfortune, especially accidents. Number 2. Spilling salt brings bad luck. This one dates back to the Middle Ages, when salt was precious and expensive. To spill it was wasteful, and that waste itself was unlucky. In Christian Europe, salt was also linked with purity and loyalty. To spill it was a sign of betrayal. That's why Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper famously shows Judas with an overturned salt cellar in front of him. Number 3. Breaking a mirror means 7 years of bad luck. In Roman times, mirrors were thought to hold fragments of a person's soul. To break one damaged your spirit. Romans also believed life renewed itself every 7 years, so your soul would need that long to heal. That's how the 7 years of misfortune became attached to a simple broken mirror. Number 4. Step on a crack, break your mother's back. This rhyme feels like a playground chant, but it traces back to early American folklore. Cracks in the ground were believed to be links to the spirit world. To step on one risked letting evil spirits harm your family. Over time, it evolved into a child's rhyme, but kept the eerie association with danger and family misfortune. Number 5. Knock on wood. When people say something hopeful, they often knock on wood to avoid bad luck. This custom dates back to ancient Celtic and Germanic tribes who believed spirits and protective gods lived inside trees. Knocking was a way of calling for their protection, or of warding off evil spirits who might overhear your words. Number 6. Throwing salt over your shoulder. Closely tied to the spilling salt superstition, this comes from the idea that the devil lurks over your left shoulder. If you spill salt, tossing a pinch of it over the left shoulder is meant to blind the devil and prevent misfortune. Even today, people still do it instinctively without knowing the medieval origins. Number 7. It's bad luck to walk under a ladder. This traces back to ancient Egypt, where a ladder leaned against a wall formed a triangle, sacred to the gods. To pass through it was to break the divine shape and invite misfortune. Later in Christian tradition, ladders were linked with the gallows and betrayal. Walking under one symbolized danger and death. Number 8. Friday the 13th is unlucky. The fear of this day mixes two older superstitions. Friday, which was long considered an unlucky day for travel and new ventures, and the number 13 tied to betrayal, since the Last Supper had 13 guests, including Judas. The combination became deeply rooted in Western culture, giving us the enduring superstition of Friday the 13th. Number 9. Don't let a black cat cross your path. In medieval Europe, black cats were associated with witches and evil spirits. To have one cross your path was to encounter mischief or danger. Ironically, in ancient Egypt, cats, black ones included, were considered lucky and sacred. The shift in meaning shows how culture reshapes old beliefs. Number 10. Find a 4-leaf clover for good luck. This one comes from Celtic and Druid traditions in Ireland. The shamrock, or 3-leaf clover, symbolized the sacred triad. A rare 4th leaf represented divine favor and protection. Carrying one was thought to bring good fortune and ward off evil spirits. Today, 4-leaf clovers are still cherished as lucky charms, though their roots go back thousands of years. These sayings may sound like simple superstitions, but their survival through centuries shows how human beings hold on to tradition, myth, and ritual. Some come from religion, others from ancient nature worship, but all remind us that even the smallest habits have deep historical roots. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, give this a like, share it with a friend, and tell us which old wives' tale you still follow. And for more fact-checked stories delivered straight to your inbox every week, subscribe to the History Captain newsletter. The link is waiting for you in the description below.